Welcome. My name's Lenny. I'm from Reporter Says. If you want to email us or comment on anything that we're doing, or if you have a question, you can reach us at reportersays@hotmail.com. What we're going to do today is we're going to do a tutorial on how to make your letters or words appear to be frozen. You see that one of the fonts that we actually have up now, you can't get this anyway. We created these fonts, but we're going to show you how to create these fonts. So let's just close this up, and let's go and do open, new file. Let's name this Frozen. We're going to work with the width of 1000 and a height of 500, which is fine. Just click OK. And there's our window. I like to get rid of the border right away. Actually, we could leave the border for now, but let's go into our text. We're going to start with Times New Roman, excuse me. So let's open a text box. And now let's type into that Frozen. Now let's somewhat center it. Looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Let's close this up. That looks pretty good. Now you see that this font is a little different than the fonts that I showed you before. And we said that we create it. We do create it. And you could create it just as easy. And it's very simple to do. When you're in here, let's just go up to Filters. Let's go to Liquify. Say OK. Click OK. And then this window open. I just want to open this box a little bit so we can work a little better with it. So let's enlarge it a little bit. There we go. That's fine. I'm going to use this little tool here. And we're going to distort this because frozen things sort of distort. So we're going to distort our letters. And what's really good about it is that it's unique. You know, what you're doing, someone cannot go and copy a fonts that you're making now because you're making these fonts. So it's not available anywhere unless they copy exactly what you did. So this is that's what makes this really good. It's you. Whatever you do to this, however you distort it, and it looks nice to you, it's good. All frozen things are sort of distorted. They get old, they get wrinkly, but this looks pretty good. Now most tutorials that you I've been visiting, and I'm sure you have visited, some of the guys or some of the girls go through them so quickly. It's a little hard to understand, and they flash through everything and you don't see from start to finish. I sort of like to do from start to finish so you get a complete grasp of what's happening here. And it's very easy to follow. There's nothing hard about what we're doing. This is something that you could do very simply, and we're going to make it so simple that you're going to say, wow, that's nothing to it. Well, there you go. Now we're done. We distorted our letters. They look a little wobbly, a little frozen right from the start. So when you finish with that, you say, let's just click OK. We're done. Now we're back to our other window. Now the problem that we have right now is that we need a black background, and our letters are black. So we're going to change our letters to white first, and you'll see what happens when we do that. They're going to disappear because they're going to blend right into the background. See? So now we need the black background. So let's switch our colors to black again. Let's go and let's make a black background. There's our letters. But we have to sort of blacken out here so you see through them. So just switch here one more time. Leave it black. Come back up here and hit right around there's perhaps here. And let's hit right here. That's it. And there's our letters. Now you see our letters are all here. Which good. Now let's open up this window, this layers. The way this will work properly is that we have to emerge these two layers together or else it doesn't work properly. So just click on Frozen and then hit Control E. See what happened? Those two layers emerged. So now we're in business. Now we're going to go up to Filters. We're going to go over to Stylize, and we're going to go right down to Wind. See, it gives you that little wind effect. Let's say OK. Let's say that's OK. But there isn't enough of wind effect here. So what I want to do is I'm going to hit Control F and make it a little more, a little bigger. See, now we got a nice effect there. It's blowing. Looks like it's in some kind of storm. But you know, I want it to come down this way as well. So we're going to have to rotate this image. You just go in, rotate 90 degrees, and now we have it. Let's press Control F. There it is. Let's hit it one more time. Now that looks like we have a lot. So let's go back to rotate counterclockwise 90, and there we are. That looks pretty frozen. It gives you that appearance of being frozen. Doesn't look bad, but we got to give it some color. And the only way it's going to look like it's frozen is if we have color. And the one way we do color is, of course, come back to Image, go to Adjust, and let's go to Color Balance. Now on this bottom one, let's shift this to blue. We want some blue in there because I just picture a frozen glacier. It's like that bluish color. So that's a pretty nice color we got there. So let's just say if you play with this, whatever you like, whatever you think is right, that's what you use. I think this is good. So I'm going to say okay. Yeah, it's right there, but it don't stand out yet. We got to do something with these letters. So what I do is I come back up to filter. I go to brush strokes and I go to ink outliners. And see, it gives you an outline of everything, but let's see what happens if we change some of this. We want it to be a little, maybe darker. We don't want to change too much of it, but this looks pretty good. Let's just say okay. Let's see what it did. There you go. Now, does that look frozen or what? Didn't take very much time, and that's the way it's done. It's that simple. If you have any questions on how to do this, or if you have any other questions in regards to how to change fonts and pictures, what have you, email us at reportersays@hotmail.com. I hope you enjoy this and look forward to some of our other editorials.